Okay, so you guys remember last video we did all of section A. You can see the bulkheads are in. We installed the LED lighting strips and we're ready to move on. So we're going to move on to parts B, and it looks like we're going to be doing the stand. You can see there are a bunch of different parts that are going to hold the stand together. So we're going to get X2, and let's see, 250, 251, 252, 255, 257, 254, 258. So why don't we go ahead and we're going to get all these parts ready. So let's actually take the ship and we're going to put it aside for now. We got the end parts of the stand, or the base. And we have parts 250 that we're going to need. And there's 4 of those. And we got the other sides of the base. And let's see, we're going to need the actual base itself. And 258. .258 and 255. We're going to need to get our tool. And it looks like everything. And then on the base we have a few. And just like that, we've got the base. So let's move on to step B2. And you can see we're going to put the battery pack in and the back lid, and we're going to put the cover on. And the cover is 256. And that wipes out this section of, or sheet of cardboard. Okay, so we're going to take our battery pack And we're going to put it in, and we're going to pass it through. Just like that. And we got the back cover. And it looks like they got an opening for the switch. So you got a little opening for the switch right there. So we're going to turn it around and we're going to put the cover on. You can see Flying Dutchman. And just like that, we have the base all finished. And we got the leads that are going to go to the LEDs. We have the power supply in the base with the switch opening. And we're ready to move on. Okay, so we're going to move on to C1. And you're going to see we're going to put the hull on. So let's gather all the pieces for the hull. Two. And we got another wiped out sheet. All right, so let's start at the back. We're going to see if there's anything to punch out. So let's so this section, I'm going to go like this. So that section took just a little bit more patience to try to get the hull on. You can see we got the hull, and you got the color codes that help you match it up. So, you can see the hull of the ship, and you've got the bow, and you've got the stern, so push it in to the tabs just a bit. I'm tempted to put tape. I tried putting tape on a little bit, but I decided against it because it was actually impeding everything going together. So let's move on. All right, so that was C1. We're going to move on to C2 now, and it looks like we got the keel and the rudder. So that's 36, 39, 38, 16. 38 right here. And we got 39. And we need 36. This is 36. 16. So we got 38. There you can see the rudder part is in, and the wires are going to come down to go to the base. They're going to come out through the keel. I think there's a little notch that I forgot to notch out for the wires, so let me use the just like that. And give it a little bit more room for the wires to come out where the base is going to go. So we got the base, we got the keel, we got the wires coming out of the back of the ship, and we have the main part for the rudder in. We get the back of the ship in place. So let's move on to C3. You can see C3 is we're going to put the front of the ship on, and it looks like we're going to have the little areas. I'm going to put the cannon in. So we need parts 42, 43, 44. You can see part 84, part 49. So let's do that first. Part 84 and part 4. Put the 44s over there. Is that all the 44s? Yeah. So we'll do the 43s next. 43s. So those are 43s. And let's go to 42. 42. Those are the 42s. So we got 42, 43, and 44. All right, so what do we got to do with those parts? Okay, we got 43. .43s are going to go like this with the 42s. See, just like that. All right, so we got 4 of those. So this is piece 49. And this is piece 84. And it looks like a cargo hatch. 142. 66. Here's 66. It's pretty cool, all right? 66, we need 63. $65. Here's 65. Kind of looks like Gonzo. All right, this is for the front of the ship. So we start to put the cannons on the side. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cannons. One, two. so cool. I love it. Okay, so next we're going to put on those little sections. And it looks like those, and let's put on 84 first. So this is part 84. And we have 49 the same way. Okay. So we start putting these so we've got 2 on port. They look like staircases, or I don't know what they are. And we're going to have 2 for starboard. Nice. So we got 2 on port, we have 2 on starboard. And we got all the cannons in. We make sure that the cannons are in place. We don't want the cannons sliding off the decks. Look at that. That is so cool. Is that every? Okay, now we can work on that awesome bow with the broken teeth. Looks like these come out. That looks cool. I don't know if you guys can see the skeleton, the skull. This is, let's see, does anything come out? Yep, this comes out. Actually, we should put this on first before I forget about the cargo hatch. And these get folded down, just like that. And you can see where the slots are going to go in. So that's pretty cool for that 3D effect. Nice. Okay, now we can move on to the front part. So we've got part 66, which is a straight part. Looks like there's another tab, a couple of tabs actually. They need to come out. I think that's it. So this is 66, and we've got 65. I see another tab. Alright, so there's another piece that's going to go in the front over here. And we're ready to move on to C4. And you can see that that's part 37 that's going to hold the bow in place. here's part 37. Okay, so let me bring the shot out. You can see what we have so far. Isn't that amazing? You can see we got the cannons in. Got that pretty cool looking bow. We got the keel. We got the hull. We got the rudder. And I'm thinking there's going to be more of the rudder. There's going to be another piece that goes there, I'm thinking. So going on to C4, let's see, we're going to need part 46, 47, 48, and 14. 47, so we got 46 right here. And we got part 47. So here is part 48. Okay, so you can see her kind of starting to come together. Is that everything for, let's see, we did the 37, we did 14, we did 47, 37, we did part 48, and we put the back on, the back deck, which was 46. So, and we put the cannons in on the top deck or the boat deck. You can see them. We put the hull on. We did the keel. So he's starting to shape up. And we did the base. So let's go ahead and you guys remember the base? Might be easier to work on her now to keep her on the base. But actually, let me give you guys a. Well, I think she's going to go the other way because, excuse me, with the way the wires are. So it's probably going to go like that. So let me bring you down for a better picture. Okay, we'll move on next time in the next video, but I just wanted to show you, so let me get you a close look at her. You guys can see that awesome bow starting to take shape. Zoom in on those really cool faces. Of course, the cannon going to come out of there. Go towards the stern, the rudder. We put the keel on. You guys can see the keel. Then we get the base. All the way back up to the bow. And then we did the front part, the bottom of the A-deck. You can see we got the cannons in. Going down towards the back deck. We have more cannons in. So, she's starting to look pretty good, my friends. So in the next video, we're going to add on to the superstructure on the top deck. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.